The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's now time for Ottumwa Softball. Heard right here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Softball is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from Gary Page Field in Urbandale. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It is the first round of the Class 5A Region 4 playoffs, and your Ottumwa Bulldogs are taking on the Urbandale Jayhawks. Ottumwa comes into this matchup having gone 24-13 in the regular season. They wrapped up the outright CIML Metro Conference Championship on Tuesday with the sweep over Des Moines Roosevelt. Ottumwa finished the season strong, winning 7 of its last 8 games. Jordan Pauls, in particular, ended the regular season on a tear. Her 8 home runs and 45 RBI have her squarely in the conversation for all-state honors. Still, as Ottumwa legendary head coach Frank Houston told me a decade ago, this game always comes down to pitching. Ashlyn Sheets will be in the circle tonight for Ottumwa. She only gave up 3 runs to Urbandale the first time around, but allowed 12 hits and always seemed to be trying to pitch out of trouble. Sheets hasn't been as sharp or as consistent this season as she was a year ago, but she will need to be better tonight than she was 3 weeks ago in that 3-2 8-inning loss to the Jayhawks. Ottumwa, by the way, is 11-5 since they were swept by Urbandale in a doubleheader at home on June 16th. The Jayhawks come into this matchup at 13-24 under their head coach Nick McCool, who is in his 5th season with Urbandale. And this is the 4th straight sub-500 season for the Jayhawks. However, their 2 wins over Ottumwa, plus the severe drag that Ottumwa's conference foes have put on the Bulldogs' power rankings, means the Jayhawks get to host this playoff game, despite their record being a mirror image of Ottumwa. Again, the Bulldogs 24-13, Urbandale 13-24. The Jayhawks are a decent hitting team, although they don't get on base or slug quite as well as Ottumwa. Sophomore Bree Tigges is far and away their best player, leads them in virtually every hitting category. Urbandale hardly ever runs. They only have 23 stolen bases all season. They field the ball well, but their top 2 starters both have ERAs right around 4.80, and they're going to go with Izzy Johnson in the circle tonight. Both Urbandale pitchers shut down Ottumwa 3 weeks ago, allowing just a total of 3 runs, none of them earned in that doubleheader sweep. However, since Urbandale swept Ottumwa on June 16th, the Jayhawks have gone 1-14 since. They lost their next 11 after winning 2 in Ottumwa, and their only win in the last 15 games came when they split a doubleheader with Dowling in the conference. Urbandale finished the year tied for 5th, essentially tied for last in the CIML Central with Dowling at 3-16, far behind Central champion Johnston. We know how good the Dragons are. They finished 31-4, 16-3 in the Central. So Urbandale's been on a skid. Ottumwa has played better down the stretch. Will it matter tonight? Well, we're going to find out. Right now, we'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back and get you the starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High softball first round of the regional playoffs at Urbandale tonight. Let's check the starting lineups first for your Bulldogs. Leading off and playing shortstop, Jocelyn Ware. Batting second, the second baseman, Ella Aller. Amber Schatz will catch and bat third, and Jordan Pauls, the cleanup hitter, is in right field. Batting fifth, the pitcher, Ashlyn Sheets. Sam Weeks will play first base and bat sixth. Maddie Houck in center field hits seventh. Emma Strayer at third base batting eighth. And batting ninth for Ottumwa is a left fielder, Avery Franke. In the circle for Ottumwa, Ashlyn Sheets, 13-6 with a 3.24 ERA. As for Urbandale, leading off and playing center field, Bree Tigas. Batting second, the right fielder, Denon Rue. Tatum Johnson, the designated player, bats third. And the cleanup hitter is the left fielder, Isabella Oberbrockling. Batting fifth is the second baseman, Grace Albrecht. Brecken Geyser will play third base and bat sixth. Dharma Woodruff at first base in the number 7 spot. Alexa Richmond at shortstop batting eighth. And batting ninth is the catcher, Elena Havren. The flex player for Urbandale is their pitcher, Izzy Johnson. Johnson, a junior, is 4-9 with a 4.78 ERA, making her 14th start of the season. The other starter they used most of the year, Woodruff, their first baseman tonight, 5-9 with a 4.80 ERA, so two very similar pitchers in terms of numbers. And Urbandale going with Johnson tonight. I believe Johnson pitched game 2 against Ottumwa back on June 16th. They were both very good against Ottumwa that night. Bulldogs dropped that doubleheader, 3-2 in 8 innings in game 1, 7-1 in game 2. Of course, game 1 a little more instructive as both teams using their lineups that they'll use tonight for this playoff game. And as the players line up on the baselines, looks like we're about ready for the national anthem. So we'll take 2 minutes, and we'll be back with the first pitch on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. First round of the regional playoffs on the road at Urbandale. The winner will play at West Des Moines Valley Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Jason Van Arkel with you once again from Gary Page Field. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at our KBIZ studios. Urbandale right-hander Izzy Johnson in the circle. The defense behind her, Isabella Oberbrockling in left, Bree Tigas in center, Denon Rue in right, Brecken Geyser at third, Alexa Richmond at short, Grace Albrecht at second, Dharma Woodruff at first, and Elena Havren is the catcher. Leading off for Ottumwa is the Bulldog shortstop Jocelyn Ware. The junior ended the regular season batting .318, 2 home runs, and 23 runs batted in. Bulldogs in the red jerseys with the white pinstripes. Urbandale in home white jerseys with navy lettering. We were worried about rain earlier today, but it's a pleasant night for softball. First round of the Class 5A playoffs. Ware digs in. First pitch from Izzy Johnson. Bunted, third base side, trickling along line, fielded in fair territory. The throw is wide and backed up by the right fielder. Safe at first is Ware. That'll be a base hit all the way, I think, and Ottumwa off to a fast start. Our first pitch at 7:01, and the Bulldogs have the leadoff hitter on. Geyser, the third baseman, decided to try to play instead of waiting to see if it would go foul. And now that brings up Ella Aller hitting .361 with a home run and 25 batted in. Runner at first and nobody out for Ottumwa here in the top of the first inning. First pitch misses for ball one. If you're watching on the live video stream, you can tell where we're broadcasting from. The press box here at Gary Page Field is down the right field line, so our camera pointing back towards the infield. 1-0 to Aller. 1 on, nobody out. And a high fly ball to center, pretty well hit. Going back, Tigas just shy of the track, now stepping on the track to make the catch for out number 1. Boy, Aller gave it a ride, but just missed. 1 down for Amber Schatz. Having a great senior year, .438 on the batting average, 4 home runs, 33 driven in. 1 on, 1 out for Ottumwa now. 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies here in Urbandale. First pitch, in there for a called strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 to the Bulldog catcher, Amber Schatz. The next offering, high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Very little wind here at Gary Page Field, a southeast wind at 4 miles an hour. Now the 1-1 pitch to Schatz. Ground ball to third, fielded by Geyser. Throw to first is high, and able to get the tag, though, is Woodruff. That throw pulled her off the bag, but the long arms of Dharma Woodruff able to lay the tag on Schatz before she went by. 2 down as Ware advances to second. And that'll bring up Jordan Pauls. And Jordan Pauls better be somewhere on the All-State teams this year, hitting .362, 8 home runs, and 45 driven in. First pitch. In there for a called strike, 0-1. Jordan is going to have her name around that record book that Frank Houston puts together each year, as the 0-1 is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Her 8 home runs have her tied for 7th on Ottumwa's single season list, and 1 more home run this season would put her into a tie for 3rd. Now the 1-1, up and in, 2-1. 45 RBI for Jordan on the season. 8 more, might be a stretch in the playoffs, but a big night, could get close. 8 more would get her into the top 5 on the single season list. Runner at second, 2 down, and the 1-1. In the dirt, good stop by the catcher Havren. Ware will stay at second. 3 balls and a strike to Pauls with Ashlyn Sheets on deck. Urbandale starter Izzy Johnson, 37 walks in 82 innings and only 16 strikeouts. Here's the 3-1. There's a fly ball to center, not very deep. Tigas underneath it makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left after half an inning. Ottumwa 0. Urbandale coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning in this first round Class 5A regional playoff game. Ottumwa, a leadoff hitter on, but no runs against Urbandale. And now Ashlyn Sheets into the circle. As she will make this start. The defense behind her, Avery Frankie in left, Maddie Houck in center, Jordan Pauls in right, Emma Strayer at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Sam Weeks at first, and Amber Schatz behind the plate. Sheets 13-6, 3.24 ERA. Teams hit .265 against her in the regular season, 25 walks, 14 hit batters, but 85 strikeouts for the junior. Sheets won her first playoff start a year ago as Ottumwa won an opening round game before being dispatched in the regional semifinals. It was Iowa City West we played last year in the first round and then had to go to number 1 Muscatine. And as Sheets gets ready for her third career playoff start, the first batter she'll face is a talented sophomore center fielder, Bree Tigas. Leads him in virtually every hitting category, .437 average, 8 home runs, 35 batted in, 10 doubles, 4 triples, 17 walks. She does just about everything for them. First pitch, chopper foul off to the right, 0-1. Urbandale, of course, a tougher conference than Ottumwa. Although the conference, Johnston clearly the class of the CIML Central, 31-4. Valley, Southeast Polk, and Waukee all kind of bunched up. Valley and Southeast Polk tied for second in the conference, 12-7. Waukee a game back at 11-8. All right around 23-24 wins. That pitch up high, and the count even at 1-1 to Tigas. Ottumwa had 2 close losses to Southeast Polk. They didn't play Valley or Waukee. Dowling tied with Urbandale at the bottom of the conference. Ottumwa split with Dowling this year. The 1-1. Ground ball, right side through the whole base hit. Fires back to first. Oh, way too high. Good backup by Schatz. Jordan Pauls trying to throw out the speedy Tigas at first from right field. But that'll be a leadoff single for Urbandale. Tigas 3 for 4 in stolen base tries. She did have 1 against Ottumwa 3 weeks ago, but they don't run very often. So here's Denon Rue, left-handed batting right fielder, a .392 hitter, 3 home runs, 25 batted in. First pitch, bunted, third base side. Well, now Ottumwa, a little bit of miscommunication. Everybody's safe, throw back to second, not in time. That ball kind of spun away from Strayer, the third baseman, past the pitcher Sheets. And that'll go down as a bunt single. Suddenly first and second, nobody out for the Jayhawks. And the batter is Tatum Johnson, the designated player. Just out of 8th grade, hit .316 on the regular season, 5 home runs, 27 driven in. Ottumwa trying to not repeat what happened the last time we came here for a playoff game. That was 2015. Now that Ottumwa team was down a little bit, and Urbandale was really good that year. As this pitch is fouled back 0-1. But Ottumwa lost that game to end the 2015 season 11-1 in 5 innings. The two teams split 2 games when Ottumwa came here last year. Now the 0-1. In there for a called strike, 0-2. Sheets last year averaged more than a strikeout at inning, has not done that this year. Could really use a strikeout here. First and second, nobody out. She is ahead of Tatum Johnson, 0-2. The pitch, low and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've got the lights on here at Gary Page Field, although there's still a lot of light in the sky. Ashlyn Sheets brings it home 1-2. Outside 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, nobody out. Sheets had to pitch in trouble throughout her first start against Urbandale this year and in early trouble here. The 2-2. Fouled back, will do it again. The cleanup hitter Isabella Oberbrockling on deck. Tickets a clean single to right. Rue laid down a bunt that took a funny spin away from Ottumwa's fielders and became an infield hit. Now the 2-2. Popped it up. Right side foul and out of play. And we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. First round of the Class 5A Region 4 playoffs. Winner goes to Valley on Saturday. Another 2-2 pitch. That's hit in the air to center. Well hit, going back, and that's gone. A 3-run homer, and Urbandale has struck first and struck in a big way. Johnson's 6th home run of the year. She's driven in 30, and the Bulldogs are going to have to climb out of a hole here. So 3-0 Urbandale before Sheets has recorded an out. And the batter, Isabella Oberbrockling, a .352 hitter with a home run and 22 driven in. Mentioned that the winner of this game goes to Valley on Saturday. The other Saturday game on the other side of the bracket is Iowa City High at Bettendorf. $3-0 Urbandale. Nobody out bottom of the first. The pitch. Off the plate outside, ball 1. Ashlyn brings home the 1-0. There's a fly ball to right. Jordan Pauls is there, makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up the second baseman, Grace Albrecht, a senior hitting .331 with a home run and 14 driven in.
Flyout brings up the second baseman, number 2, Grace Albrecht.
1 out, nobody on, 3 home for Urbandale. The pitch. On the outside corner for a called strike. Long way to go in this one. Bulldogs have had a habit this year of finding ways to come back. Here's the 0-1. Fouled back, and it's 0-2. To me, this is the difference. This point in an at-bat is the difference between where Sheets was a year ago and where she's been this year. When she'd get ahead of a hitter 0-2, there were a lot of times last year she'd find a way to end that at-bat with a strikeout. This year, the strikeouts have not come nearly as often. That pitch fouled back, and we stay at 0-2. I couldn't tell you why. And, of course, Ashlyn still has her senior year to go, and hopefully she'll continue to grow and get better. Tom will have a lot of players back for the senior, or for next year, a lot of players that aren't seniors this year. As that pitch is low and away, 1-2 to Albrecht. And I'm not thinking about next year yet. We've still got 6 more innings after this one to play, and like I said, a long way to go. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fouled back again. We'll do it again at 1-2. By the way, a reminder that Ottumwa Baseball opens its postseason tomorrow night, first round of the Sub-State playoffs, on the road at Indianola. We'll have all that action for you here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. That pitch in there for a called strike 3, and that's out number 2 on the inside corner. So Sheets gets her first strikeout. Brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. 2 out, nobody on for the third baseman, Brecken Geyser. Geyser hitting .355 with 16 runs batted in. First pitch, swing and a foul back, 0-1. Urbandale started this inning with a single, a bunt single, and a 3-run homer hit by Tatum Johnson. No balls and a strike here to Geyser. The next pitch, outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Some will have Sheets, Weeks, and Hauk due up in the top of the second. The 1-1 pitch, ground ball to third, fielded by Strayer. Throw to first on the money, in the inning is over. But Urbandale 3 runs on 3 hits. The home run by Johnson. Nobody left after an inning. Ottumwa down 3-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second inning, Bulldog softball brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency plumbing services, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Roto-Rooter Ottumwa, your specialists in plumbing and water cleanup. By Bridge City Realty, whether you're looking to buy your next home or sell your current property, they'll be with you every step of the way. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. And by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. Work to do for Ottumwa in this first round regional playoff game. Your Bulldogs softball team trailing Urbandale 3-0 as the Bulldogs come to bat in the top of the second. Ashlyn Sheets, Sam Weeks, and Maddie Hauk. Sheets hitting .293 with 16 runs batted in. Izzy Johnson allowed a leadoff hit to Jocelyn Ware in the first inning, but nothing else. Now the first pitch to Sheets, low and away, ball 1. Don't have to get all 3 back at once. Just try to get some base runners on, and Ottumwa just needs to play its game. The Bulldogs like to get runners on and get them moving. Here's the 1-0. And Sheets hits it down the left field line. That'll be foul into the corner. And the count even at a ball and a strike as Ashlyn tried to go the other way. One and one to Sheets. Ashlyn much improved at the plate this year. That pitch bounces in there, 2-1. A year ago, and I don't have the exact number in front of me, but Ashlyn was under 200 and didn't often bat in the games where she pitched. This year, she's become a 2-game player in doubleheaders. A chopper, third base side foul, and the count 2-2. Sheets is average well more than 100 points better than last year. And hit so well in the early part of the season that she became the designated player for Game 2 of all of our doubleheaders. The 2-2 pitch, low and away, 3-2. Ashlyn will draw a walk. She's walked 9 times, been hit by a pitch 3 times. Now the 3-2. Fly ball to left, pretty well hit, but it's going to stay in the yard, and the catch is made by Oberbrockling for out number 1. 1 out, nobody on for Sam Weeks. Freshman first baseman hitting .287 with a home run and 20 driven in. And Bulldogs didn't hit either Urbandale pitcher very well 3 weeks ago, and that doubleheader was exactly 3 weeks ago. First pitch to Weeks, blowing away ball one. But Johnson has been fairly hittable this year. Teams have hit .308 against her on the season. So there's hits to be had. Here's the 1-0 to Sam. That one misses in the count 2-0. 3-0 Urbandale, 1 out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the top of the second. The 2-0 to Weeks. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Weeks. Left-handed batter. Pitch on the way. Blowing away 3-1. It's almost had some counts in its favor early. A couple of deep fly balls for outs. Now the 3-1 to Weeks. That missed outside. Nope, called a strike. Our umpire likes to call the strike verbally and then give a delayed hand signal. So from way down here down the line where the press box is, hard to tell sometimes. 3-2. Second straight full count this inning. The payoff. That's blown away ball 4. And a walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 1 on, 1 out for Maddie Hauk, the Bulldogs center fielder. Hauk hitting .267. She's driven in 11. One on, 1 out for Hauk. And the pitch hit in the air down the left field line over into foul territory, and unable to make the catch is Oberbrockling. Tried to backhand that fly ball and just out of her reach right before she ran into that fence. Didn't run into it hard, thankfully. No balls and a strike to Hauk. Johnson rocks and fires, and it's in the dirt. Good stop by Havern, the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ottumwa down 3-0. Well, you'd feel a momentum change if you could get even 1 run back here in the top of the second. The 1-1. Slow chopper to third, foul, and it's 1-2 on Maddie Hauk. Weeks back to first. She's there with 1 out walk. Maddie now needs to protect the plate, 1-2. Right-handed batter sets up near the back of the batter's box. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 2. First strikeout for Johnson. So here's Emma Strayer. Strayer hitting .349 with 9 runs batted in. She had 3 hits in the 1 game she played against Urbandale in that doubleheader 3 weeks ago. Had half of Ottumwa's hits in that game 1. First pitch here. In there for a strike, 0-1. Weeks still at first with 2 down. Would love to see a gapper right here, the 0-1. Inside. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. If nothing else, you'd like to see Strayer find a way to get on base so Avery Frankie could bat and you'd have a chance to turn the lineup over. The 1-1. There's a line drive into center. Tigges came in a step, freezes and makes the catch to retire the side. Ottumwa hits another couple balls hard in the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left. After 1.5, Ottumwa down 3-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning. Urbandale 3, Ottumwa nothing in our first round regional softball playoff game. Bulldog softball brought to you by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. By Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street, Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family. And by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Jayhawks in the bottom of the second. Dharma Woodruff, Alexa Richmond, and then the number 9 hitter, Elena Havrin. Woodruff, the tall right-handed batting first baseman, a .298 hitter with 4 home runs and 19 driven in. Ashlyn Sheets hoping for a better second inning. First pitch, and therefore called strike, 0-1. Urbandale 3 runs out of their first 3 batters, 2 singles and a home run to start the bottom of the first inning. They now bat with that lead here in the second. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball to right center, pretty well hit. Going back, Maddie still going back. That's off the fence. Didn't miss a home run by much. Pauls will fire it back in, but that is a leadoff double for Woodruff. A deep drive to right center field. A little bit to the left of the scoreboard as we look at it. And it hit maybe a foot below the top of that fence. Mandy Moore out to talk to Ashlyn Sheets. Although now Mandy's turned around and gone back to the dugout. The umpire said something to Mandy, and she does not look happy as she's gone back to where she's sitting in the dugout. That'll bring up the shortstop, Alexa Richmond. Richmond hasn't played a lot, only 7 games on the year, hitting .294 with a single RBI. First pitch misses for ball 1. One and 0 the count. The next offering from Sheets. In there for a called strike at the letters, 1-1. Woodruff at second and nobody down for Urbandale. Already leading Ottumwa 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. The 1-1 from Sheets. Fouled back, and the count is 0-2. Pardon me, 1-2. Sheets has been getting ahead of hitters. Has 1 strikeout so far. 1-2 to Richmond. The pitch, fouled back again. Still 1-2 to the Jayhawk shortstop. Three runs on 4 hits right now for Urbandale. Ottumwa 1 hit through their first 2 times up. Another 1-2 pitch from Sheets. And a ground ball to the right side. Allers got it. Throw to first for the out. 1 down as Woodruff advances to third. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Elena Havrin. Senior catcher hitting .206 with a home run and 4 batted in. Left-handed hitter. Ottumwa down 3-0. Middle infielders are in about halfway. Have to imagine on a ground ball they're going to come home here. Now everybody creeps in. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Bulldogs do not want to fall any farther behind. It's win or go home time, and you're down 3-0 early. Runner at third, 1 down. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Again, Sheets in position to get a big strikeout here. Now, even if you get Havrin, you're not out of the woods. Their best hitter, Tigas, in the on-deck circle, their leadoff hitter. But got to deal with the task at hand. The 0-2. Popped it up. Left side, foul territory. That's off the top of the dugout and out of play. Still no balls, 2 strikes to Elena Havrin. Woodruff doubled, went to third on the ground out by Richmond. Still 0-2 to Havern. 1 out. And the pitch. High and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of Ottumwa fans have made the trip up here. Hoping for a comeback now. Again, the 1-2. Fouled back to the screen and over the screen. We'll do it again at 1-2. If you've not been up here before, Gary Page Field is directly across the street from Urbandale High School. Here's another 1-2 pitch, and there's a liner in the center base hit. That's in the alley in the left center. Houck will get it on the warning track. Throw into second is going to chase Havern back to first, and she'll be tagged by Ella Olive for out number 2. Good throw by Maddie Houck. She'll get the assist, but the run does score, and it's 4-0. Havern gets an RBI single. And then she is retired 8-4. So 2 out, nobody on for Bree Tigas, who singled and scored in the first inning. Ottumwa now down 4-0. And another run-scoring play where Ottumwa was ahead in the count. First pitch to Tigas is off the plate outside, ball 1. On the 3-run homer by Tatum Johnson in the first inning, Sheets got ahead 0-2. Johnson worked the count to 2-2, fouled off a couple of pitches, and then homered. On that last at-bat, Havern was down 0-2, fouled off a couple pitches, and then hit the single. The 1-0 here, fouled straight back, and we're even at a ball and a strike. Bulldogs down 4-0. We've been saying all season that Ottumwa's best strategy was for the bats to get hot and stay hot and try to outslug opponents. They've dug themselves a hole here, but they do have the bats to make a comeback. That pitch on the inside corner to the left-handed batting Tigas, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Again, Sheets ahead in the count. She's been ahead of most of the Urbandale hitters tonight. Hasn't been able to finish them all off. There's a liner foul, and look out by the Urbandale dugout. Dugouts do have full fences in front of them. And we stay at 1-2 to Bree Tigas. Of course, the press box here at Gary Page Field, kind of similar to what we have at Houston Field, although, of course, at Houston Field, dugouts, or the press box is on top of the third base dugout. That pitch outside. Nope, called strike 3 in the outside corner. Second strikeout for Sheets, and the inning is over. Strikeout brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the third. Ottumwa down 4-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Bulldogs softball. Brought to you by Reflection Studio next to New Cara Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. Looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, your local pediatric provider. Mercy One Ottumwa, your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org. And by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. 9-1-2 to up for Ottumwa. Avery Frankie, Jocelyn Ware, Ella Aller. Top of the third, Ottumwa down 4-0. First pitch, way high to Frankie, ball 1. Avery hitting .253 in her freshman season with 13 batted in. Izzy Johnson has allowed a hit and a walk, but nothing else to Ottumwa so far. Bulldogs down 4 here at Urbandale. The 1-0. There's a ground ball past the shortstop into left field, base hit. So Frankie with a leadoff single. Bulldogs have the leadoff hitter on for the second time in 3 innings. And now you've got the top of the order, Jocelyn Ware, a bunt single to start the game. She was eventually stranded at second. Will Ware lay down a bunt here? She could. We are down 4-0, but it's only the top of the third. Don't have to get it all back this inning, although that would be nice. Corner infielders creeping in. Ware shows no sign of a bunt. Takes a strike 0-1. Now the question is there not going to be a bunt? Or is Ottumwa trying to lull Urbandale to sleep by not showing bunt on the first pitch and then changing things up? We'll see. 0-1 the count. The next offering. High. Again, no sign of a bunt. Count evens at a ball and a strike. We already know Ware can bunt her way on. She did that in the first inning. But 8 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs. She can hit for some power, too. Now the 1-1. That's lifted into left field, and it's down for a base hit. Frankie hustling to second. Not in, and the throw is in time. She's out. Avery had to hold up, trying to make sure it wouldn't be caught, but waited a little too long. And instead of a base hit, it's a fielder's choice. 7-4. Frankie out at second. Ware at first with 1 out for Ella Aller, who flew out to deep center her first time up. So Aller at the plate. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Ware 7 steals in 7 tries. Ottumwa 104 steals in the regular season. Don't know how much you're going to run when you're down 4. Off speed, misses to Aller, count even at a ball and a strike. Aller digs back in. And the 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1 the count to Ella. Frankie singled to start the inning. Ware hit what we thought was a single to left, but Frankie, holding up, make sure the ball wouldn't be caught, was forced out at second on the throw back in. So 1 on, 1 out. The 2-1 to Aller. That's hit to shallow center, down for a base hit. Ottumwa should have 3 straight hits. Instead, it's 2 on, 1 out. But you've got 2 runners on for your best hitter, Amber Schatz. Amber grounded to third her first time up. Someone down 4-0, but 2 on, 1 out. You got your 2 best power hitters coming up. First pitch to Schatz. Popped it up left side. That is caught in foul territory on the run by the left fielder Oberbrockling for out number 2. And it'll be up to Jordan Pauls, who flew out to center her first time up. Jordan digs in. Use a big swing of the bat here. The pitch. And she pops it up right side. The second baseman, that is Albrecht, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Ottumwa put 3 balls in the outfield safely to start the inning, but only get 2 hits and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Ottumwa down 4-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, Ottumwa softball brought to you by Lee's Photography Ottumwa, capturing all the special moments in your life, such as weddings, sports, senior photos, family portraits, and more. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, capturing memories to last a lifetime. And by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider expanding into Wapello County. Please go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to express interest in fiber internet at your home. Bottom of the third, and Ashland Sheets has to keep Urbandale where they are. The Bulldogs trail 4-0 in this winner-go-home first-round regional playoff game. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for Urbandale. Denon Rue, Tatum Johnson, Isabella Oberbrockling. Rue had a bunt single in the first inning and was along for the ride on Johnson's 3-run homer. Lefty to lefty here. First pitch of the bottom of the third inning. He's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Ashland Sheets has allowed 4 runs on 5 hits in the first 2 innings. Has struck out 2, hasn't walked anybody. Has pitched ahead of the Urbandale hitters, but has given up 5 hits as that ball is popped foul out of play, 0-2. Another 2-strike count here. Sixth time that Sheets has gotten ahead and gotten to 2 strikes in the 11 Urbandale hitters so far. Usually that's a recipe for success, but so far it hasn't been tonight. Now the 0-2. Little bit low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ashland to the back of the circle, getting the pitch call from Mandy Moore. Now the 1-2 to Rue. Ground ball knocked down by Aller. She can't field it cleanly. And safe at first is Rue. Aller trying to make a diving backhand stop to her right towards the hole. It'll be a base hit for Rue. And here's Johnson, who hit the 3-run homer in the first inning. Third straight inning, Urbandale's had the leadoff hitter on. First pitch to Johnson. On the outside corner for a called strike. Johnson homered to left center in that first inning, and Ottumwa's been on the back foot ever since. The 0-1. Low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Johnson. Sheets toes the rubber. And the pitch. Low and away, 2-1. I would imagine that they'll just try to stay away from Johnson after she pulled a homer to left center her first time up. And Tatum Johnson just out of 8th grade. 6 home runs now in the year for her, 2nd on the Jayhawks. The pitch. That's lined into right center in the alley. That's going to one-hop the fence. Rue racing for 3rd. She'll be waved home. Throw to 2nd. Not in time, and Ella Aller got run into by the umpire near 2nd base, it looks like. It's an RBI double for Johnson, and it's 5-0. And Ware and Weeks over to check on Ella Aller, who's on her feet. So Ottumwa in an even deeper hole here now, 5-0. 4 RBI for Johnson in the game. Here's Isabella Oberbrockling, who flew out to right her first time up. Now Mandy Moore out to check on Ella Aller. That throw from right center almost got Johnson at 2nd. Ware was applying the tag. I was thinking she might turn and throw it home, but wouldn't have had to play there. But then as I was looking at the throw coming into 2nd, I see Aller sprawled in the dirt. And the umpire suddenly realizing I think she'd run into her. So Ella will stay in the game. Just have to shake your head at the way things have gone so far. You're down 5-0, and your second baseman gets dinged up because the umpire runs into her. So here's Oberbrockling. First pitch from Sheets. Low and away, ball one. The 1-0 pitch, line foul off to the right. Again, thankfully they have full fences in front of the dugouts here. Otherwise, Oberbrockling would have hit a screamer right into her own dugout. Count even at a ball and a strike. Urbandale, I think they've gone back and ruled that ground ball by Rue an error on Aller. So that'll make the run scored by Rue unearned. Not that it matters to Ottumwa right now. That pitch is a strike, and the count 1-2 to Oberbrockling. Sheets is trying to get an out here. Runner at second, nobody down, a run home in the third, and Urbandale leading 5-0. The pitch, ground ball to the right side. Aller's got it, flipped to first for the out, one down, as Johnson advances to third. That'll bring up Grace Albrecht, called out on strikes her first time up.
Brings up the Jayhawks second baseman, number 2, Grace Albrecht.
Runner at third and one down. Same situation that Urbandale had in the second inning, and they got the run home. First pitch here popped up, right side shallow right, foul territory. Paul's a long run, makes a catch, fires into the plate. Runner doesn't come home. Great play by Jordan Pauls, great throw to the plate, and there's two down as Albrecht fouls out to the right fielder. And where this press box is down the right field line here at Gary Page Field, Jordan right down below us when she made that catch, and that'll probably be the closest I ever get to a right fielder in a game. Two down for Brecken Geyser, a ground ball to third her first time up. Runner still at third and two down, and the pitch low and away, ball one. Two out, runner on third. Rue reached on an error and then scored on the double by Johnson. Johnson went to third on a ground out. Now here's a grounder to third. Strayer's got it, throw to first, inning over. So Sheets able to minimize the damage. A run on two hits and one left. We go to the fourth. Ottumwa down 5-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fourth inning. Bulldogs got to get the bats going. They trail Urbandale 5-0 in this Class 5A Region 4 first-round playoff game. Ottumwa trying to extend its season at least to Saturday. Winner of this game will play at Valley Saturday night. But Ottumwa's got to get off the deck and start putting runs on the board. They had 2 on with 1 out, and their 3 and 4 hitters up last inning and popped it up twice. Ashlyn Sheets will lead it off. She flew out to deep left her first time up. First pitch from Izzy Johnson is a strike at the letters 0-1. Johnson, the right-handed junior, brings it home, and Sheets watches an off-speed pitch hit the outside corner, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, and Sheets lets it go high and away, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Ashland. Fouled back and to the left. It hits the screen and ricochets over Sam Weeks in the on-deck circle. Still 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch off the plate outside, 2-2. Good take there by Sheets on a tough pitch. Sheets trying to get on to help her own cause. The pitch, little flare down the left field line, foul. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Sheets is really making a concentrated effort here to hit the ball the other way to left field. Still 2-2 to Ashland Sheets. Pitch on the way. Fouled back again off to the left. Ashland again trying to hit the ball the other way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher to pitcher. Johnson to Sheets. High and away, 3-2. Good battle by Ashland here. She got behind 0-2. She's fouled off a couple pitches. She's worked it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 to Sheets. The payoff pitch. Line into left field, and that's caught by Oberbrockling for out number 1. Well, right now, part of the story for the Ottumwa offense is a lot of hard hit balls right at the Urbandale outfielders. 1 down for Sam Weeks, who walked her first time up.
Now batting the first baseman, number 11, Sam Weeks.
1 out, nobody on, top 4. Ottumwa trailing 5-0. First pitch, low, ball 1. Light's starting to take some effect here at Gary Page Field. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Weeks, the freshman, looking to find one to drive here. The 2-0 is low and away, 3-0. Well, Weeks walked her first time up, and 1 more ball will send her down to first again. 3 balls, no strikes. Weeks showing bunt, pulls it back. Pitch is low, ball 4. 4-pitch walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Sam has walked twice. 1 on, 1 out for Maddie Houck, who struck out her first time up.
Walk brings up the Ottumwa center fielder, number 7, Maddie Hope.
So Houck will dig in for the second time. First pitch from Johnson. Showed bunt, pitch in the dirt, pulled the bat back. Count is 1-0. Elena Havern's done a great job behind the plate. There's been 4 or 5 balls in the dirt, and she's stopped every one. 1-0 to Maddie. Next offering. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Maddie does lay one down here. She's bunting for a hit. It's 5-0 in the 4th with 1 out. Someone needs to get on the board, but they need base runners here. There's a fly ball to left. Routine for Oberbrockling, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And the batter, Emma Strayer, who lined out sharply to center her first time up. Weeks at first with 2 down. Strayer waiting the first pitch. It's on its way. And a ground ball left side fielded by the shortstop Richmond. Throw across is in time, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Ottumwa down 5-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Urbandale scored in each of the first 3 innings. They lead Ottumwa 5-0. The big blow, the 3-run homer by Tatum Johnson in the first. RBI single by Elena Havern in the second, and RBI double by Johnson in the third. 7, 8, 9 due up here in the fourth for the Jayhawks. Woodruff, Richmond, and Havern. Dharma Woodruff doubled and scored in the second inning. Woodruff, right-handed batter. Looks like she wears a batting glove on her top hand, but not on the bottom hand as she holds the bat. That's unusual. And a slow roller foul towards the Ottumwa dugout, third base side, 0-1, as we start the bottom of the fourth. And don't forget, no matter how this game ends, our summer season not done yet. Ottumwa baseball opens the sub-state playoffs tomorrow night on the road at Indianola. 7 o'clock first pitch, 6:50 pregame show on KBIZ and on the live video stream. That pitch a little bit high to Woodruff from Ashlyn Sheets, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Sheets at the back of the circle. Steps to the rubber. Now the 1-1. Had her flinching, and it's in there for a strike, 1-2. And again, Sheets gets ahead of an Urbandale hitter. Urbandale's been great hitting with 2 strikes in this game, and Sheets has struggled at times to finish off at-bats. The 1-2. Fly ball to center, Hauk going back, has a bead, makes the catch as she runs into the fence for out number 1. Maddie Hauk staying with it as she hit the warning track and made the play just before crashing into the fence. Ottumwa finally retires a leadoff hitter for the first time tonight, and the batter Alexa Richmond, who grounded to second her first time up. Richmond digs into that right-handed batter's box. 1 out, nobody on, bottom 4. Pitch from Sheets. In there for a strike, 0-1. And 1 the count. The next offering, fouled back, and it's 0-2. Gary Page Field settled right into this neighborhood here in Urbandale. Again, the high school is across the street. It's behind us. So the first base line is the closest to the main street out here, Aurora Avenue, and the high school's on the other side. The 0-2, ground ball back to Sheets, throw to first and 2 down. And that'll bring up Elena Havern, who had an RBI single her first time up. And the softball diamond here, part of a larger city park here in Urbandale.
Now batting for Urbandale, the catcher number 24, Elena Havern.
Very nice facility. And I've said this when we've done baseball here. Urbandale, very nice facilities. First pitch to the left-handed batting Havern is up and away, ball 1. Bottom of the fourth inning, 2 out, nobody on for Urbandale, but they lead Ottumwa 5-0. That pitch down and in, and Sheets falls behind Havern, 2-0. Urbandale 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Sheets trying to not only put a 0 on the board for the first time tonight, but put together a 1-2-3 inning. The 2-0. High 3-0. Well, you do not want to walk the number 9 hitter with their best hitter, Tigas, on deck. 3 balls, no strikes. Sheets rocks and fires, and that's in there for a strike, 3-1. Havern, 1 home run on the year, has the sluggers count at 3-1. The pitch. Little flare to right. That is knocked down by Jordan Pauls. Had to play it on a short hop down the line. And second single of the game for the catcher, Havern. I imagine we'll get a courtesy runner here. We do, and that courtesy runner is Sarah Webster, a freshman.
Now running at first base for the Jayhawks, number 12, Sarah Webster.
So Webster, the runner at first with 2 down, and the batter is Tigas, who has singled and scored and been called out on strikes. Sheets has struck out 2, hasn't walked anybody, but has given up 5 runs on 7 hits. 4 of the 5 runs are earned. An unearned run scored in that 3rd inning. Lefty to lefty, Sheets to Tigas, and a foul back, 0-1. Sarah Webster at first, 1 stolen base on the year. Again, Urbandale only 23 as a team in 37 games. And probably not that likely to run up 5-0, 2 out and their best hitter at the plate. That pitch up and away, and the count even at a ball and a strike to Tigas. Just after 8 o'clock on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ Ottumwa, and on this live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. First round of the Class 5A playoffs, Ottumwa trailing here at Urbandale 5-0, bottom 4. The pitch to Tigas in the dirt. Runner is going. Throw down to second is wide, and Webster gets her 2nd stolen base of the year. Shows you what I know. That was the best possible pitch, I think, to run on, as it was in the dirt, and it took Amber Schatz a moment to gather it in before making the throw. Had to rush it, and the throw was wide and late. So 2-1 to Tigas, now with the runner in scoring position and 2 down. And the pitch from Sheets is high and away, 3-1. Den and Rue on deck. First base open. Now, Rue is a very good hitter, but Tigas is their best hitter. So first base open, I'm not just throwing it down the middle and hoping for the best here. I'm going to try to paint a corner here, and if you miss, you miss. The 3-1. Fouled back, and the count is full, 3-2. Same strategy, I would say. Don't throw a meatball. Try to paint a corner either outside or inside and make her hit a good pitch. And if you're going to miss, miss off the plate. Don't miss in the middle. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Webster at second. Sheets to Tigas. Fouled back again. We stay at 3-2. Five runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Jayhawks so far. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Bulldogs. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Bree Tigas. Runner at second, 2 down. Sheets trying to find a put-away pitch. Here it comes. And a fly ball to center. Houck drifting with it. Makes the catch to retire the side. A good job by Sheets to get out of the jam. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After 4, Bulldogs down 5-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
If you've got more to do than time to do it, you deserve some hard-working help. Introducing the all-electric Ranger XP Kinetic, the most powerful utility side-by-side ever made. With an advanced electric drivetrain, lithium-ion batteries, and remarkably quiet operation. Now the world's hardest working people have a revolutionary choice in how jobs get done. Ranger XP Kinetic.
Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fifth inning, and Ottumwa's got to get the bats going if they want their season to continue beyond tonight. They trail at Urbandale 5-0 in this Class 5A Region 4 first-round playoff game. 9-1-2 due up for the Dogs, Frankie, Ware, and Aller. Frankie singled her first time up, and Ottumwa should have started that third inning with 3 straight hits. As Ware, after Frankie singled, Ware hit a flare to left. It dropped in front of the left fielder Oberbrockling, but Frankie, thinking it might be caught, held up a little too long and was thrown out at second on a force play. Aller then followed with a single. Ottumwa could have had the bases loaded, nobody out, and said 2 on 1 out, and the next 2 hitters flew out. Frankie fouls it back here, 0-1. That third inning was Ottumwa's best chance to score. Bulldogs have had at least 1 base runner in every inning, but third inning was the only inning so far they had more than 1. Izzy Johnson has allowed 3 hits and 2 walks in her first 4 innings of work. The Urbandale right-handers 0-1 to Frankie. Missed high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Avery is, shall we say, a little shorter of stature. That's what I used to say about Maddie Wiley. And that affords her a smaller strike zone. And that pitch also a little bit high, 2-1. Those pitches are probably strikes to other Ottumwa hitters, but those Ottumwa hitters are taller. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Frankie trying to get on a leadoff an inning for the second time tonight. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 1. Only the second strikeout for Izzy Johnson. And we're back to the top of the order. Jocelyn Ware singled to start the game, a bunt single, and then had what should have been a single to left field turned into a fielder's choice when the runner ahead of her was thrown out at second. 1 out, nobody on, top 5. The pitch. And therefore a strike, 0-1. Somewhat to this point again being befuddled by Urbandale pitching. That off-speed pitch misses and the count even at 1-1. Johnson came into this start with an ERA of 4.78. Her counterpart, their other pitcher, Dharma Woodruff, 4.80. That pitch hit in the air to right, and the catch is made by Denon Rue for out number 2. So the numbers tell you that Urbandale's pitchers have been hittable this year, but it's the third game Ottumwa's played against the Jayhawks, and they continue to struggle to hit. And it's not like Ottumwa has a bunch of punch and Judy hitters. We've seen how well Ottumwa's hit against good competition this year, but they've not solved Urbandale, and they're running out of time. Ella Aller fouls it back into the right, 0-1. Ella 1 for 2 with a single. And if Ottumwa doesn't rally tonight, it'd be the final game for 4 Bulldog seniors. As Aller grounds it sharply up the middle, base hit past a diving Albrecht at second. And Ella is 2 for 3. That'll bring up Amber Schatz. Well, this could be a key point here. Got your best hitter at the plate, runner at first, 2 down. Down 5-0. It's the 5th inning. Again, you don't need it all back here, but you need to start crossing the plate. 2 years ago, Schatz homered in her first ever playoff game against Urbandale. First pitch here, low, ball 1. That home run against Urbandale in the first round of the 2020 playoffs was her first career home run. She's had several since then. Now as a senior trying to keep her season alive, her career alive at the high school level. And there's a liner bobbled by the third baseman, throw to first in time as guys are able to knock down the low liner, pick it up, and throw out shots. Another hard hit ball that Ottumwa has nothing to show for it. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 5th, down 5-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Urbandale 5, Ottumwa nothing in this first round regional softball playoff game. 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Jayhawks: Rue, Johnson, and Oberbrockling. And Ottumwa waiting on Amber Schatz to get the catching gear on again. She made the final out of the top of the 5th. Ashlyn Sheets waiting for her catcher by the dugout door. And again, the dugouts here at Urbandale have full fencing in front of them and a door that closes, so when the ball is in play, when the action is live, you keep that door closed and the foul ball just cannot get in there. That's a good safety thing here. Denon Rue, the batter, 1 for 2, a single, has reached on an error, has scored twice. Urbandale 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. They lead 5-0 here in the 5th. First pitch in there for a strike to Rue, 0-1. Urbandale 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Ottumwa no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. And when Rue reached on an error in the 3rd inning, she scored on a double by Johnson. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lights have all but taken full effect here at this point. Still plenty of light in the sky, but yet it's been a cloudy day, so not as bright as some other days. The 1-1 fouled back into the right, 1-2. I think I can hear the cicadas, or the locusts, as sometimes call them here in Iowa. A little early to hear that. That usually is a sound you hear closer to the end of summer in August, but cicadas getting an early start. Now the 1-2 pitch. And that hitter. And the leadoff hitter is on again for Urbandale. 4th time in 5 innings. And here is Tatum Johnson, who hit a 3-run homer in the first and an RBI double in the 3rd.
Now batting Jayhawk designated player number 26, Tatum Johnson.
Runner at first, nobody out. Sheets spins the ball on her hip and brings it home. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. Bulldogs down 5-0. Got to keep Urbandale right here. Only 2 innings left to come back. The 0-1 is upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Tatum Johnson. The pitch in the dirt and knocked down by Schatz, but she couldn't find it, and it's going to second is Rue. That ball stopped right in front of Amber Schatz, but she thought it had gotten behind her, turned and looked back to the backstop, couldn't find it, and that gave Rue the time she needed to go to second. Amber a little frustrated. 2-1 the count. The pitch, high, 3-1. Well, I don't know at this point, the kind of damage that Tatum Johnson has done, 3-1. Yep, Mandy Moore says we're just going to put her on. So an intentional walk after the count went 3-1. And 2 on, nobody out for Oberbrockling, who has flied to right and grounded to second. This might be a bunting situation for Urbandale, but it is their cleanup hitter, so maybe not as likely. First pitch from Sheets, Pitch is a strike on the outside corner. No sign of a bunt. 0-1. Weeks, the first baseman, Strayer, the third baseman, in a little bit. Not really charging. The 0-1. Now a bunt shown. Pitch missed just off the plate outside, 1-1. Oberbrockling squared around as if to bunt, but she did it so late that I don't think she would have had any chance to actually get her bat on the ball there. 1-1 the count. Now the corner infielders will come in a little more aggressively. The pitch, bunted, and that'll trickle foul up the first base line, 1-2. Wise play by Amber Schatz, the catcher, just watch that ball trickle foul. So Johnson back to first, Rue back to second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Sheets ahead of an Urbandale hitter with 2 strikes. She was ahead of Rue 1-2 and hit her with a pitch. Now 2 on, nobody out. Strikeout here would be big for Ashlyn Sheets. The 1-2. Ground ball, foul down the first base line. We'll do it again at 1-2. Feels like Urbandale's fouled off a lot of 2-strike pitches tonight. They fouled off 8 2-strike pitches in this game. This 1-2 pitch is fouled off. There's 9. Still 1-2 to Oberbrockling. Sorry, make that 10 2-strike foul balls by Urbandale. This pitch, line down the right field line, but foul right underneath us. Count still 1-2. Urbandale leading 5-0, 2 on, nobody out, bottom 5. Ashlyn Sheets trying to keep her team in the game. The pitch, ground ball to middle, base hit. Rue around third, on her way to the plate. The throw is cut off. Throw to third, and they're going to get Johnson out at third for out number 1 as Sam Weeks cuts off the throw and fires to Strayer at third. RBI single for Oberbrockling. She stays at first at 6-0. Rue scores. Johnson out at third. That'll go 8-3 to 5 in the scorebook. Runner on first and 1 out for Grace Albrecht, who was struck out and fouled out to right, 0 for 2. Second time Ottumwa's thrown out a runner on the base paths, but each of those times a run also scored on the play. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch, Albrecht fouls it back, 0-1. 6-0 Urbandale. And again, the biggest issue for Ottumwa tonight is the inability to put hitters away when Sheets has been ahead in the count. And then offensively, Ottumwa just not able to string hits together. That pitch off the plate, count even at a ball and a strike. And not only has it been the 2-strike hitting, but Urbandale's hit a lot of balls hard with 2 strikes. Johnson's 3-run homer was on a 2-2 count. Oberbrocklin's hit with 2 strikes. There's a fly ball, shallow right. Out is Aller. In is Pauls. Aller makes the catch, and Pauls was able to stop her momentum enough so that she kind of caught Aller with her forearms, and it wasn't a full-on collision. Ella made the catch, and there's 2 down. And the batter, Brecken Geyser, who was grounded to third twice. Oberbrockling still the runner at first. The pitch to Geyser. Check swing foul. 0-1. Bulldogs will have Paul, Sheets, and Weeks due up in the 6th. But that mountain has gotten a little taller here in the 5th inning. Urbandale now leading 6-0. The 0-1. Ground ball back Past the circle, fielded by Ware at short, throw to first, in time to retire the side. Nice play by Jocelyn Ware. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the 6th inning, getting late for Ottumwa, trailing 6-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning. Ottumwa's got to get the bats going. They trail Urbandale 6-0 in this first-round regional softball playoff game. Jordan Pauls has flied to center and popped to second, 0 for 2. Ottumwa's been held to just 4 hits through the first 5 innings. Izzy Johnson has stymied Ottumwa through 5. First pitch to Pauls here in the 6th. Ground ball left side through the hole, base hit. Well, there's a start. Jordan Pauls with the leadoff single. That'll bring up Ashlyn Sheets, who's hit the ball hard twice, but is flied out to left twice. Ottumwa has to feel a little snake bit offensively. That was only their 5th hit. They've had to have had 4 or 5 other hard hit balls just go right at the Urbandale outfielders. 1 on, nobody out, and the pitch. High and away, ball 1. 1-0 the count to the Bulldog pitcher. The next offering on the way, and that's lined into center for a base hit. Pauls will stop at second. 2 on, nobody out. Back-to-back singles. And here's Sam Weeks, who has walked twice. We'll get a courtesy runner here for Sheets. That should be Hunter Caldwell. It is. So Caldwell at first. Pauls at second. And Weeks will stand in. Back-to-back hits for Ottumwa here to start the 6th inning. Bulldog dugouts come to life a little bit. Let's see if Sam can find one to drive right here. First pitch from Izzy Johnson to Sam Weeks. In there for a strike, 0-1. One to Weeks, the next offering. That's on the outside corner, 0-2. Sam's got to protect the plate now. Pauls at second, Caldwell at first, nobody out, top 6. Ottumwa down 6-0. The pitch off the plate outside, 1-2. Weeks doesn't bother stepping out. Johnson to the rubber. The 1-2 pitch to Sam. Swing and a foul back, will do it again. Johnson has struck out 2. Weeks does not strike out all that often. Well, she's K'd 14 times on the season. That's actually most on the team, but nobody for Ottumwa strikes out that much. That pitch misses, and we're even at 2-2. Sam came into the night, 14 strikeouts, but 14 walks as well. Very patient hitter. 2-2, 2 on, nobody out. The pitch. Pop foul back to the left out of play. We'll do it again at 2-2. The The parking area for Gary Page Field is just behind those bleachers, third base side. There's some trees there to help protect cars, but I did try to park a little farther down. That pitch in the dirt, 3-2. So Weeks was 0-2, but now it's full 3-2. 2 on, nobody out, bottom 6. Johnson was trying to work quickly, but now taking a little more time. 3-2, big pitch here. The payoff. Liner, diving catch by the third baseman, Geyser, for out number 1. That might have been a foul ball if it's not caught, but it's a diving catch right along the line, and there's one away in the 6th. And Ottumwa again snake bit a hard hit ball, but it turns into a great defensive play. So here's Matty Houck, who was struck out and flied to left, 0 for 2. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Houck digs back in. The next offering. Ground ball through the left side, base hit. Pauls will stop at third. Throw comes home, but the bases are loaded. And boy, how different would it be if Weeks' ball had been fair down the line past the third baseman. Still, bases loaded, and here's Emma Strayer, who is lined to center and grounded to short. Emma's got a little pop in her bat from that 8th spot. Ottumwa trying to get up off the mat, down 6-0 in the top of the 6th. What a story this would be. A lot of work to do, though. First pitch in the dirt. Again, another nice stop by Havren, the catcher, ball 1. Urbandale has the infield in, and now their head coach, Nick McCool, wants to go out and talk to his pitcher. Why the infield is in when they're up 6-0, I don't know. Maybe that's what they're talking about here, is the conversations with the entire infield. Bulldogs now with 7 hits, 3 singles here in this 6th inning. So maybe they're starting to figure out Izzy Johnson. Now, if Urbandale wants to, they can switch to Dharma Woodruff. We weren't sure which pitcher is going to start this game, and Woodruff, her numbers-wise, very similar to Johnson. So if they want to give Ottumwa a different look, but right now they're going to stay with Johnson. Bases loaded, 1 out, a 1-0 count to Strayer. The pitch. Fly ball, shallow left center. This is down for a bloop single. A run's going to score. Good base running by Ottumwa to make sure nobody got thrown out at a force play after that ball got down in front of the right fielder, Rue. It is 6-1. Strayer with an RBI single. And they're still loaded with Avery Frankie coming up. Paul scores. Caldwell to third, Houck to second. And it will not be Avery Frankie, I don't believe, batting here. Or will it be? Coach Morrow is out to talk to the umpire. And it'll be Sidney Rockhold, the pinch hit for Avery Frankie. So Rockhold in a big spot for the sophomore. First pitch, low, ball 1. Sidney hitting .259 with 4 runs batted in. Ottumwa's on the board. They're still down 6-1, but bases loaded, still only 1 out. The 1-0. On the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. 1-1 to the right-handed batting sophomore Sidney Rockhold. The pitch. Popped up, right side, foul. That is down before the first baseman Woodruff can get to it. Foul ball, 1-2. Jocelyn Ware on deck. Top of the order. Boy, if you could You can find a way for Rockhold to reach, even get one more run home, still have them loaded with one out in the top of the order coming up. But Rockhold down on the count 1-2, got to protect. The pitch. Liner to right, that's down for a base hit. Throw into second, not in time. Ball gets away, coming home, and scoring is Houck. 2-run score, 6-3. The throw into second was bobbled, and Houck saw her opportunity and took it. And now, Jocelyn Ware represents the tying run. And that'll be it for Izzy Johnson. It'll be a call to the bullpen for Urbandale. They're going to switch, I believe, to Dharma Woodruff. We'll take 30 seconds and tell you about the new pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Urbandale's call to the bullpen is not for their other main pitcher, Dharma Woodruff. It is for 8th grader Aubrey Schumann. Schumann has made one start. She's making her 5th relief appearance. No record, an ERA of 6. 14 innings pitched, 26 hits allowed, 19 runs, 12 earned, 4 walks, 1 hit batter, 1 strikeout. Opponents have hit .338 against her. And so it's the 8th grader Schumann who's called on to face Jocelyn Ware. 1 out, runners at first and second. Urbandale's lead cut to 6-3. Ware representing the tying run. Jocelyn is 1 for 3. First pitch. Little flare beyond second. That's down. And the bases are loaded on the bloop single by Ware. Six hits in the inning. And here's Ella Aller, who's 2 for 3. Tying runs are on base. Go-ahead run is Aller at the plate. Ottumwa began this 6th inning down 6-0. They've cut the lead in half. There's still only 1 out. Still work to do. Infield is now in for Urbandale. First pitch. In the dirt, another good stop by Havren. Ball 1. Elena Havren has put on the most impressive display I've seen this year of catchers blocking pitches in the dirt. Nothing has fazed her. 1 ball, no strikes to Aller. Schumann, the 8th grader's pitch. Low, 2-0, no place to put her. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2-0 to Ella Aller. Schumann's pitch. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Aller didn't want to get too anxious there. Two and 1 to Ella. You got your best hitters coming up in this crucial situation. The pitch. Driven to right center. That's in the alley. That's going to go all the way to the fence. At least 2 are going to score. Aller headed for second. Well on third. She's going to try to score. The throw to the plate. And she's out at the plate for out number 2. Oh, my goodness. Ottumwa. Mandy Moore sending Ware home, I believe. And Ottumwa maybe got a little bit greedy there. It's 6-5. The tying run now at second with 2 down. The batter, Amber Schatz. Boy, oh boy. 2 RBI double for Aller, but a big second out at the plate as Ware is cut down. I think it goes 9-4-2, and it's up to Schatz, 9th batter of the inning. She's 0 for 3. Albrecht making the relay throw to the plate. Pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Havren. Ball 1 to Schatz. That'll close the book on the starter, Izzy Johnson. 5 in the third innings, 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Runner at second, 2 down, the pitch. Ground ball left side, base hit. Aller's going to have to stop at third as Oberbrockling fires it back in. Boy, Ottumwa, they'd have the game tied right now if Ware had not tried to score, but nothing you can do about it now. We'll get a courtesy runner for Schatz, the catcher. She represents the go-ahead run, believe it or not. We started this inning down 6-0. And I think that's Ella Thompson. It is Ella Thompson to run at first. So Thompson at first. Paul's batting for the second time in the inning. Runners on the corners, 2 out. Ottumwa down 6-5. They were down 6-0 starting the inning. They're 1 hit away from tying this game. Aubrey Schumann, the 8th grader, trying to get out of it. The pitch. That's hit in the air to left center. That is off the base of the wall. The tying run is scored. Thompson stopping at third. Paul's into second. RBI double. Brand new ball game, tied at 6. How about Ottumwa for drama? What did I say earlier in the year? It's never easy, but it's always interesting. That's Ottumwa softball, and they've scored 6 in the 6th inning to tie the game. And now the go-ahead runs at third, and that's going to be it for Schumann. They will now go to Woodruff. Another call to the bullpen for Urbandale. We'll take 30 seconds and now tell you about Woodruff as a pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
The third pitcher of the inning for Urbandale is junior Dharma Woodruff. 14 starts on the season. This will be her 8th relief appearance. 5-9 with 2 saves, a 4.80 ERA. 81 2/3 innings pitched, 115 hits, 83 runs, 56 earned, 28 walks, 15 hit batters, 31 strikeouts. Opponents have hit 280 against her. Ottumwa 6, Urbandale 6. The Bulldogs have scored 6 runs here in the 6th inning after being down 6-0 through 5. Ashlyn Sheets singled earlier this inning, 1 for 3, and now a chance for the Ottumwa pitcher to give herself the lead. There are 2 out. You have Thompson, the runner at third, and Paul's the runner at second. Only 1 batter has been retired this inning. That was a line drive on a diving catch to Rob Sam Weeks. The other out was Ware being thrown out at the plate. Well, without that out, Ottumwa would already have the lead, but still. First pitch from Woodruff to Sheets. Fly ball shallow left, and Oberbrockling is there to make the catch to retire the side. But what an inning for Ottumwa. 6 runs on 9 hits. There were no errors. Pardon me, there was 1 error, and there were 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Brand new ball game, tied at 6 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 6th inning. And the Ottumwa fans suddenly with smiles on their faces. It's tied at 6. The Bulldogs scoring 6 runs in the top of the 6th inning. Now, if you're Ottumwa, you still feel like you might have left more out there. Had a runner thrown out at the plate. And the way the hitters went after that, if the runner just been held at third, Ottumwa would have one more run at least. They'd have the lead and would have still had another out to work with. But after being down 6-0 through 5 innings, Ottumwa will gladly take being tied to start the bottom of the 6th. 7, 8, 9 due up for Urbandale, starting with Dharma Woodruff, who's now the pitcher. Woodruff has doubled and scored and flied to center. Ashlyn Sheets has struggled tonight, but she's now pitching in a tie game. First pitch, outside, ball 1. By the way, I didn't have a chance to note it, but I believe Delaney Peterson came in to play first base when Woodruff went to pitch. So I think Peterson is now the flex player. That pitch lifted in the air, foul right side, right below our window. Foul ball, count even at a ball and a strike. One and one to Dharma Woodruff. Sheets to the rubber. And the pitch. Off the plate, 2-1. Urbandale's had the leadoff hitter on for the first 5 innings, I should say. Getting the first out here would be big for Sheets. Now time called by the base umpire. We mentioned that the parking area is right behind the third base bleachers, and there were some headlights on that they needed to get turned off because they were shining onto the field. Now those are shut off and we'll continue. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. And it nicked her. Too far inside and a hit batter. Second straight inning that Sheets has hit the leadoff batter. Woodruff now the runner at first. She's the pitcher. Will they have a courtesy runner for her? The batter is Alexa Richmond, who's grounded out twice. And Urbandale coach Nick McCool is, I believe, setting up a courtesy runner for his pitcher. And this time it'll be Avery McKinney, a sophomore.
Now running at first base for Urbandale, number 1, Avery McKinney.
So McKinney at first.
Now batting for the Jayhawks, number 13.
The batter is Richmond, and Mandy Moore is now talking to our home plate umpire. And she waited patiently for McCool to make his change, and now Moore, I don't know, maybe she was asking if Woodruff maybe leaned into the pitch, but whatever it was, to no avail. This feels like a bunting situation. Tie game, bottom of the 6th inning, number 8 hitter at the plate. Sheets toes the rubber. And the pitch. Bunted in the air, caught by Weeks for out number 1. Sam Weeks hustling in to catch that popped up bunt. Big first out for Ottumwa. That'll bring up Havern, the catcher, who is 2 for 2, 2 singles and an RBI. Left-handed batting, Havern will stand in. Sheets hasn't had much luck against the left-handed hitters for Urbandale, although she's gotten Tigas twice. Another bunt shown, pitches high, ball 1. Bunting with 1 out, you might question it, but you've got your number 9 hitter at the plate. I know she's 2 for 2, and their best hitter, Tigas, is on deck. So you've got the go-ahead run at first if you're Urbandale. You lay down a bunt here, and you'll take your chances with your best hitter. The pitch, bunted towards first. Sheets has it. Throw to first, and Aller kept her foot on the bag for out number 2. Good stretch by Ella Aller. Sacrifice successful. 1-4. Down to second is a courtesy runner McKinney, and here is All-State candidate Bree Tigas. 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Huge turning point right here. Tie game, bottom of the 6th, 2 down. And there's a fly ball to center, pretty well hit. Going back is Houck. Maddie's there, makes the catch at the edge of the track to retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 left as Urbandale waits the leadoff hit batter. We go to the 7th. We're all tied at 6 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 7th inning. Ottumwa 6, Urbandale 6. The Jayhawks 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fifth. They were in control up 6-0. And then Ottumwa got 6 runs on 9 hits in the 6th inning. Now the Bulldogs will have 6, 7, and 8 in the order due up in the 7th. Weeks, Houck, and Strayer. Dharma Woodruff came on to get the final out of the 6th inning on a fly ball to left. Ottumwa left runners at second and third. And now this game very much on the edge of a knife. Again, Delaney Peterson now playing first base for Urbandale. Came on to play first when Woodruff went from first to the circle. First pitch to Weeks. Down and in, ball 1. Winner of this game plays at West Des Moines Valley on Saturday. The 1-0. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. And Ottumwa's got the leadoff hitter on in the 7th. Weeks has her first hit. She's reached 3 times. And Ottumwa may want a pinch run here for Weeks. Haven't done it yet. And here comes Hunter Caldwell. She will pinch run for Sam Weeks. So here is Caldwell. And Caldwell can steal a base. Her role this year on this team has been to be a runner. 13 for 14 in stolen base tries. Maddie Houck, the batter, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Urbandale expecting a bunt. First pitch. In the dirt. Caldwell trying to go. The throw down to second, and she's out. Or wait, no, they've called an illegal pitch. The base umpire called an illegal pitch. I think he made an obstruction call, one of the two. And now Nick McCool, the Urbandale coach, wants to talk about this call. The pitch was in the dirt. It was knocked down. Caldwell took off immediately. Havern picked it up through to second. It was caught by Albrecht, who made the tag as Caldwell tried to get around. I thought the umpire first was calling an illegal pitch and calling dead ball, but I think then what he was actually calling was that Albrecht was in the baseline before she had the ball. Now, Urbandale's argument might be that that throw took Albrecht off the bag and towards the runner. But if this call stands up, Ottumwa's got the go-ahead run in scoring position with nobody out, and this call is going to stand. So the obstruction call puts Caldwell at second, and Houck has a 1-0 count. Is it the right call? I couldn't tell you. The question now for Ottumwa is, can they take advantage of it? Now time called by the home plate umpire. Was he saying the count is 2-0? There's only been one pitch in this at-bat. And the base umpires say, no, it's 1-0. Yeah, there's only been one pitch in this at-bat. It'd be nice for Ottumwa if it was 2-0, but it's 1-0. All of that action happened on the first pitch. Now the second pitch, bunted but foul, and the count is 1-1. You know, it definitely makes sense for Houck to try to bunt the runner over to third here. And maybe you want to bunt it towards that first baseman Peterson. Again, she's a replacement defensively. Now, she probably plays first quite a bit when Woodruff pitches. That pitch bunted, but it's foul again, and it's 1-2, and that likely eliminates the possibility of a bunt. Ottumwa trying to manufacture the go-ahead run in the top of the seventh with the bottom of the order. Tied at 6. Caldwell at second, pinch running for Weeks, who singled. Nobody out. Maddie with a 1-2 count. The pitch to Houck. Ground ball to third. They'll throw to first in time for the out, and Caldwell advances to third. So it's not a sacrifice, but it serves the same function. Caldwell's about halfway to third, and Geyser, the third baseman, kind of looked at her, then decided to throw to first anyway. So now here's Emma Strayer, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run. All of Ottumwa's runs came an inning ago, the 6th inning. We're tied at 6. Now the infield's going to come in for Urbandale. Go ahead run at third with 1 out. The pitch. Downstairs to Strayer, ball 1. This is a big at-bat, obviously, but for more than just the obvious. You've got your number 9 hitter, Frankie, on deck. As this pitch is low, 2-0. And you cannot pinch hit for Frankie without taking her out of the game because you've already pinch hit for her once. Rockhold had a pinch hit RBI single in the 6th inning in Frankie's spot. Avery reinserted in the bottom of the 6th inning, but you can't take her out again or she's done for the game. The 2-0 to Strayer. Low and away, 3-0. And we're 1 ball away from Frankie getting a chance with runners on the corners and 1 out. 3-0 to Strayer. The pitch. Taking all the way, and it's an inside corner strike, 3-1. Strayer had no intention of swinging at that one. Infield in. Boy, a blooper right now gets the job done. Here's the 3-1. Little roller foul off to the left, 3-2. Strayer now with a full count. If she can put the ball in play past the drawn-in infield, she can give Ottumwa the lead. Bulldogs are down 6-0 after 5, but we're tied now. The 3-2 pitch. Popped it up, foul, back towards the screen. Not a lot of room, and it's out of play. Very little foul territory here at Gary Page Field. Kind of like back home. Strayer hanging in there at 3-2. Said Ottumwa was having trouble getting hits, hitting a lot of balls hard, no results. That all changed last inning. Now trying to take the lead, runner at third and 1 out. Top of the 7th, tied at 6. Again, the 3-2 to Strayer. Fly ball shallow left. This isn't that deep. It's caught by the right fielder, Rue, the throw into the plate, and Caldwell just stayed at third. There's 2 down. Fly ball not deep enough to bring home the run, and now it is up to Avery Frankie. Not going to take her out of the game now. You need her in left field. Urbandale will have their 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up in the bottom of the 7th. It won't be easy whether we're tied or ahead, but Frankie, a chance, a 2-out chance to give Ottumwa the lead. First pitch, high, ball 1. One and 0 to the Bulldog left fielder. Six runs, 14 hits for Ottumwa. 6 runs, 8 hits for Urbandale. That pitch misses, and it's 2-0. Well, a walk to Frankie would give Jocelyn Ware a chance from the leadoff spot. 2-0 for Avery Frankie. Got a hitter's count. The pitch. Down and in, 3-0. Second straight hitter that Woodruff's gone 3-0. Now, she came back and retired Strayer. There is almost no way on this earth that Frankie is swinging here. 3-0. The pitch. That's on the inside corner for a called strike. Three and 1 to Frankie, again with Ware on deck. Caldwell at third, the go-ahead run for Ottumwa with 2 down, top 7. The pitch. At the letters, strike 2. Frankie has yet to take the bat off her shoulder, but now with 3 and 2, she'll have to protect if it's in the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bulldog dugout chance battle. The 3-2. Fouled back, we'll do it again. Frankie stays alive at 3 and 2. High drama in the first round of the Class 5A playoffs. Ottumwa and Urbandale tied at 6, top 7. Go-ahead run at third for the Dogs. 2 out, the number 9 hitter at the plate. And a 3-2 pitch. High, ball 4. A walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. And that'll give Jocelyn Ware a chance. Ware is 2 for 4, should be 3 for 4.
Walk to Frankie brings up the shortstop, number 32, Jocelyn Ware.
Now, Frankie might be in motion here to try to draw a throw and see if he can sneak Caldwell home from third. First pitch. And it hit her. And they're loaded for Aller. Well, forget about sending the runner. Ware to first. Frankie to second. Here's Ella Aller, who is 3 for 4 with a 2-run double.
Now batting to Ottumwa, the second baseman, number 39, Ella Aller.
Aller with a chance to put Ottumwa in front. Frankie and Ware have passed the baton as they've walked and been hit by a pitch. Bases loaded. The pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Albrecht has it. Throw to first, inning over. 1 swing and the chance goes by the boards. No runs, 1 hit, 3 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Now we got to put a 0 on the board to force extra innings. We're tied at 6 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Ottumwa's come all the way back from down 6-0, but they left the bases loaded in the top of the 7th. And now they have to get through the heart of the Urbandale order to force extra innings and keep the season alive. Ottumwa 6, Urbandale 6. And Denon Rue, Tatum Johnson, Isabella Oberbrockling due up in the 7th. Rue has singled, reached on an error, been hit by a pitch. She's scored 3 runs. Ashlyn Sheets brings it home. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. Getting ahead of the hitters hasn't been a problem tonight. It's been finishing off the at-bats. Sheets did strand a runner at scoring position in the bottom of the 6th inning and keep the game tied. The 0-1. Fly ball to left. Frankie going back, makes the catch just on the edge of the track for out number 1. That'll bring up Tatum Johnson, a 3-run homer in the first, an RBI double in the third, intentionally walked in the 5th. Boy, with her power, you don't want to throw one down the middle here. Now, I'm not saying walk her, but nibble on the edges here, and if you get behind, don't worry about putting her on. Now, they'll pinch run for her if she gets on base, I'm sure of it. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Outfield very deep for Ottumwa. The 1-0. Fouled back, 1-1. One and one the count to the power hitting 8th grader, just out of 8th grade, that is Tatum Johnson. The 1-1 from Sheets. Down and away, 2-1. Nightfall settling in over Urbandale. Bright lights on the field. Tied at 6, bottom 7. The pitch. In there for a strike. 2-2. And boy, if you don't see the pitch come in, you can tell what the call is by which side starts cheering. First base side, Urbandale liked the call. Third base side means Ottumwa liked it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, bottom 7. The pitch. Lined into right. Paul's coming on. Makes the basket catch as she slides on her knees and rolls over for out number 2. Great play by Jordan Pauls. 2 down. And that'll bring up Oberbrockling, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Urbandale scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the 5th. Ottumwa scored 6 runs in the 6th inning. And with 2 out, nobody on, the bottom of the 7th, we're still tied at 6. First pitch from Sheets. Outside, ball 1. What a ball game this has become. Ottumwa 6 runs on 14 hits. Urbandale 6 runs on 8 hits. Each team has an error. The 1-0. Fouled off to the right, out of play, 1-1. This is a long softball game, folks. We started at 7:01. We're at 9:03, over 2 hours old. Just after 9 o'clock, 1240 a.m., 102.7 FM, KBIZ Ottumwa, and on the live video stream. Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page is where you can watch the live video. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Sheets obviously does not want to throw one on the inner half here. 2-1 to Oberbrockling. The pitch. Outside, 3-1. If Sheets can get through the inning and keep the game going to extra innings, we'll have Schatz, Pauls, and Sheets due up in the 8th. But we've got to get there. 2 out, nobody on. But a slugger's count for the cleanup hitter Oberbrockling, 3-1. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Strayer bobbles it, picks it up, throws to first. Not in time. An error puts the winning run on first with 2 out. Ottumwa's second of the game. Strayer just couldn't field it cleanly and then couldn't pick up the ball on the first lunge after she knocked it down. So that'll give Albrecht a chance. Albrecht is 0 for 3, a strikeout, a foul out, and a pop-up. Urbandale rarely runs, however, this would be a situation. But Oberbrockling does not have a stolen base all year. First pitch. Outside, ball one. Ottumwa outfield is playing deep. It's a no doubles defense because the last thing you want to do is have a double beat you and have that runner score all the way from first. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by her, 1-1. Tied at 6. Ottumwa has left 4 in scoring position the last 2 innings, too. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Sheets has not been able to get a call on that outside corner here in this 7th inning. 2 balls and a strike, 2 out. Winning run at first for the Jayhawks. Winner goes to Valley on Saturday. Loser has the season end. The 2-1 pitch. Lined into right field. That's down for a hit. Cut off by Pauls. Good play by Jordan Pauls to cut that ball off in the alley. And that'll stop Oberbrockling at second. But now the winning run in scoring position for Brecken Geyser, who has grounded out 3 times. Boy, oh boy. Urbandale wants a runner here. I would assume for Oberbrockling. The runner at first doesn't matter. It'll be a pinch runner for Oberbrockling. And it'll be Sarah Webster, who was a courtesy runner earlier. So Webster now represents the winning run. And Geyser at the plate. Ottumwa outfield still deep. I actually think they should come in a couple steps at this point, because a single in front of you could beat you now. And the season on the line right here. First pitch. I guess it was high, ball 1. Wonder if Sheets feels like the strike zone's gotten smaller here. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 on, 2 out. Inning should have been over. An error kept this inning going. The 1-0. Little liner up the middle. Aller picks it up at shallow right, but shallow center, but the run comes home, and Urbandale wins on a softly hit single with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Oh my goodness. And Ottumwa has its hearts broken after fighting so hard to come back, and an unearned run does Ottumwa in. And what turns out to be the final game of the season. Urbandale wins 7-6 on the RBI softly hit single, seeing eye single up the middle by Geyser. Ella Aller chasing after that roller into shallow center, slid underneath, tried to pick it up, but just didn't have time to get it to the plate before the winning run was scored by the pinch runner Webster. Urbandale wins 7-6. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and wrap up the season on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Can you zoom in on that? And welcome back one final time for the softball season to Gary Page Field in Urbandale, where Ottumwa fought so hard. They were down 6-0 after 5 innings, scored 6 runs in the 6th inning, had go-ahead runners on in the 6th and in the 7th, and couldn't score. And then an unearned run in the bottom of the 7th ends the season for Ottumwa softball, 7-6, as Urbandale moves on to the regional semifinals. The totals: Urbandale 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, 6 left on base. Dharma Woodruff, the win in relief, now 6-9. Ottumwa 6 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors, 11 left on base. Ashlyn Sheets lost 13-7. The ballgame took 2 hours and 6 minutes to complete. Urbandale improves to 14-24. Ottumwa retires at 24-14. Take this moment to thank the Ottumwa seniors, numerically on the roster: Anna Wellings, Addison Ransom, Chloe Bradley, and Amber Schatz. I've had a lot of fun calling their games over the years. We will miss you, ladies. Certainly best of luck as you move on to bigger and better things in your life, and you can hold your heads high leaving the field tonight. The game, a lot of people probably thought the game was over after 5 innings. You came all the way back and tied it. The whole team did. A lot to be proud of here as this season comes to an end. So thank you to the Bulldog seniors. Again, Anna Wellings, Addison Ransom, Chloe Bradley, and Amber Schatz. I want to thank all our sponsors one more time: Roto-Rooter, Bridge City Realty, Community First Credit Union, Mike's Pizza, Family First Chiropractic, Reflection Studio, Meridian Credit Union, Mercy One Ottumwa, Lisco, Lee's Photography, Citizens Mutual, Sonic Drive-In, and Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance. A big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. And a big thank you to Bulldog head coach Mandy Moore for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight and all season long. And Mandy has been great to work with now in her 3 years since taking over for Frank Houston. And, congratulations again to Ottumwa on winning the CIML Metro Conference title, the final ever Metro Conference title. Next time we play softball, we'll be a member of the Iowa Alliance Conference, and we'll look forward to that next summer. So thank you to Mandy Moore. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I will talk to you tomorrow night when the Ottumwa baseball team opens the sub-state playoffs on the road at Indianola. Until then, good night, everybody.